Hey, how's everybody doing? I just want to do this little video here today to kind of explain what happened, um, I would say around 5:30 to 6:50 or so on October 29th, 2019. So, basically what happened is, I was having a terrible night. My friend, like, seriously, it's happened to me before where I lost data and stuff, but this feels like terrible because my friend, I asked him not to put the red pop on this table. Of course, 30 minutes later, we both come in from my garage, and then I go to the bathroom and I'm brushing my teeth and he's saying something and he's like comes in and gets some toilet paper, runs back out, and then I come out there after I'm done brushing my teeth, and turns out he spilled red pop all on my laptop. So today I had to deal with all that shit after this experience I'm about to tell you with the timeline I just laid out. But like cleaned it all up, we cleaned everything up and dabbed up the red soda, tried to get all of it, turned my laptop upside down, but it's still fucked. I found out I'm gonna try and save as much data off the hard drive as I can. I'm gonna need to pay fucking $1.50 probably in expenses to fix it or get a new hard drive. But here's what I want to talk to you guys about. I was so mad and like just angry, and I'm just sitting there thinking. Sorry, my camera kind of keeps stopping because of insufficient memory write speed. But my mom comes down at like 5 a.m. and this happened around 3 a.m. And I messaged her some crazy shit like I don't want to be here anymore. Comes down and I'm talking to her and my two friends are there, and I'm pretty sure my one friend heard our conversation and whatnot. And I didn't say anything, bad about him, but it was just like, I've lost this much, I lost this much, and it just hurts, and all these thoughts and all this time lost, like it feels like I lost 6 months, and I just got set back 6 months. I wake up and I see my friend's post on Facebook, and it's like, you just got to keep pushing, the one who did it. And it's like, he's right, But anyways, I had a dream. It was like I was at my old house or something like that, but it had a different, like, scaping on the side, or like a deck or a porch on the side, and it was like, for some reason I kissed her. We had a falling out because she was like being like super petty about something like that just really meant a lot to me, and she showed no empathy, and I was just, we had a falling out, and of course I feel like a little bit was because of me, but I was just being truthful and expressing how I felt, and I felt like it was just not taken or handled well, and that's all I remember from that. So it was obviously like my subconscious dreaming, but what had happened, I wake up, take my friends home, I visit Apple, blah blah blah, and then I'm like super fucking depressed throughout the day. I'm super depressed throughout the day, and I come home and around 5:30 I go to sleep, and this is the crazy part. I never have dreams where I could fly completely and go like above like rooftops and go anywhere. I don't really have those, and I think that has to do with my optimism and my just the way I view the world. Maybe I'm too negative, and I know I'm a very positive person, but like I'm not being positive enough, and that's why I can't seem to fly entirely. But like I float and hover and really high, like distances and far distances, like super far and really high. And I'm doing this, and I'm doing this, like I keep hovering, like over buildings, hovering, but it always feels like I'm coming down, and then it's like I have control over it to where I can go like, and like wave my arms and like fly like a bird, or like, and then sometimes it's like I have something in my hand, and then I can like push down with, and I don't understand like the geotag or where I am geographically on this planet. So like I'm running around asking random people like, because there's tons of people, like, and they're all just seeing, they see me floating above them, but I'm the only one that's flying. I'm the only one, like, and it's super high. And then sometimes it gets to a point where it's not super high, and then sometimes it'll be super high, but it's, I was running around asking people, because I thought it was like New York or something, but I couldn't even tell, like, it didn't even matter. It was like a video game, and I'm running around asking people, like, where am I? What city is this? And nobody would tell me. They would all just kind of look at me, and that's it. And nobody would tell me. I'm running around asking random people, and then at one point I just kind of gave up asking people where I am. The family who I have some hardships with, which is kind of weird because I just looked up as I said that, yeah, and I saw a picture of one of the people in my mirror who is that person. I'm not really talking to them at the moment, and they all look up at me as I'm floating by them, and I just float. I'm like 20 yards above them, floating by, and I'm just looking up, and I'm like, keep pushing, keep going, and they just look at me, and they're like, and then they realize it's me. She's kind of contemplating, like, is he flying? Like, is he not using anything to do? Like, it seemed normal for everybody in the dream for me to be doing that. And then at one point, I was kind of in this open field, and I interpreted it a little bit like this, because I was in this open field, but there were people in it. There was like 20 kids, like, I don't know what they were doing, like having a shaving cream fight. I don't know. They were just hanging out in this field, and I just float by. I mean, like, about 20 yards up, and then I start, falling, coming back down a little bit. I'm coming down, and I'm still floating really fast by them, and then a couple of them are trying to stop me from flying. Like, a couple of them are trying to stop me. Like, they're like, what is he doing? And they realize I'm not flying, and like they want to figure it out. So there's like 5, 7 kids, and at the end, the last kid was like, whatever, I give up. So it seemed like not only was I flying in the dream, I didn't know where I was, my family problems, but it also seemed like haters were trying to, like, pull me down and stop me, and I was like soaring by them. But I think I was coming down in that dream a little bit when I saw them, because they were actually affecting me, and then at one point it was like, no, and I went back up after they stopped. And I need to keep that. That was about people who don't believe in me. I feel like that weighs on me heavy in real life. And I didn't know where I was. I felt alone, but I felt like I could do anything. I felt alone, but I felt like I could do anything. Because, like, I wish someone would fly with me. I wish somebody would fly with me. Like, I really want to just see somebody in one of these dreams that will fly with me. And I think all those things that I explained to you just now are very significant to my life, and that's why I had this dream. Maybe I could lucid dream about it again and see where it takes me. I would suggest to anybody out there that's struggling to try and interpret their dreams, and let them play out in their real life, and see where it takes you. It was interesting because I was trying to find my way home, and I realized I can't even remember, but it was south. And then I found myself, like, flying north just to try and get home. I felt lost, just like I did those few times. I was just trying to get home. I don't know what home is.